EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Route. Easy. Read a 24.
Now ETN to start the drive.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Big 13 heavy. Silver.
On first down, Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards the pickup there. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
11. 13 loop.
Lawrence on third down.
Flush to his right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Yeah, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Etienne up the middle.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This time, good ball security and a good result. First and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 2.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook.
26 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
30 left.
Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Take right open. Easy. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. They've got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go. Kill. I'm gone. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And able to find Allen Lazard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19. Should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And quickly they get to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, I'm gun. Hot.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Think right, open. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back north.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Think right. Go. 30 left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Nick Vigil. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A give to Etienne running right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That would complete downfield to Kirk.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
Man in motion is Agnew. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Rolling to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
there to make the grab.
And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets it back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
You got 58.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And Cook will get in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
This is 1st and 10.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's 1st down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Get 300. Get 300. Here we go.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Flushed out right. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey,
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
30 left.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go, go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
Hey, here we go, baby.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
30 left. 11. Silver.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
11.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now they'll change things up.
13, Lou.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. ETN is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
Once more, ETN. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
11, Agate.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags foot.